Congress used to be an umbrella party, at least in Haryana. What they become, it's a regional party. Giving leadership to particular communities is not a bad idea. You will have to give someone to lead. But the thing is, you will have to accommodate. Unless you won't accommodate, think about the Modi. Modi or BJP has been a very centralized party.
This election will demoralize them very badly
Yes.
because
Yes.
the Congress depends more on mood than on cadre.
So please remember, after 2014, the battle or the threshold for the winning is 40%. Unlike earlier, it used to be 30% to 35%.
Yeah.
So unless you can't be able to add in your base, you can't be able to defeat the BJP. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Ashish, let's look at Haryana very briefly. What do you think has happened here?
Okay, so Haryana is very interesting. First time you have seen this close contest in terms of vote share. It's just a 0.8% vote share gap between the BJP and the Congress. And why I'm talking about the vote share, not the seat share. Seat share, we all know. The vote share, it's a clearly says the caste polarization, and it's a clear-cut bipolar contest between the BJP and the Congress. We have discussed so many things in the last 2 days, so I don't want to repeat all
Repeat,
the same
yes.
things, but I choose the 40% things and just briefly to discuss. So in Haryana, Jat, Muslim, and Jatav, that means upper SC,
The upper SC,
these
yes.
all three constitute around 40%,
Hmm.
39 to 40% of the total electorate, and the rest are 60%. The even I have been telling this, that's the Congress was very strong among these group. However, BJP has been able to maneuver the anti these three the Jatav and Muslim communities based on other criteria. It would be the once again will have the Jat dominance and Jat exploitation. Then one also the recent Supreme Court verdict about the categorization within the
Yes,
SC and
yes, I
ST.
think.
That's the and especially during our visits in some of the parts in the Haryana, basically the GT Karnal Road. So many of the non-SC Dalits, non-Jatav Dalits, that means Dhanak, Balmiki, all were very happy from the support BJP says they are going
Yes.
to support these things, and they are additionally 50% they want to reserve to these communities. So that was the additional, and why I am saying this, during the national election 2024 last few months back, the Congress got very much support from the SC due to the safe constitution narrative and other things. And actually, the Congress lost in two constituency. One is non Jat, non SC, non Jatav SC community, and the second thing, within the Jat, how we can understand this? So if we analyze, there are 8 districts where the Jat has a very good concentration. So take it Hisar,
Hmm.
Jind, Rohtak, Sonipat, Panipat, these kind of say. These constitute 36
Hmm.
seats. And this time you would be surprised that the BJP won 20 seats.
Yes.
With the vote share of 45%, it is 8% higher vote share than the national average.
Hmm.
So these are the area where BJP gained much, Congress lost the support 9%.
You know, in my years of covering the BJP, I have noticed that they have created a very formidable social coalition of uniting people against the dominant caste, be it in the Dalit category or be it in the OBC category. And they did that in Haryana. That was the whole logic of what they were doing in Haryana since they came. So they stuck to their social plan, their society, and it worked for them. Whereas the Congress seem ignorant about the idea of counter polarization. And I think so. Would you agree with that?
I partly I agree, and I would support your argument. Look at the not the Haryana election, just UP election
Yes.
2014 10. So it's a BJP has been able to whatever you say endeavor or maneuver, they have been able to mobilize the non-dominant political forces,
Yes.
the caste. Some people say it's a subaltern Hindutva, but there is a there is a
Yeah.
mistake on this, because in the case of Haryana, you would say easily subaltern Hindutva, in Bengal subaltern Hindutva, but it is not. It's not the truth in case of UP and Bihar,
Yeah,
where
it's
the
not.
upper caste is behind the BJP.
Absolutely. No, no, I
So
agree.
this is the one thing. The
I
second,
think the word I would use is what the word that the RSS, because I've done books on the BJP
yeah,
and Govindacharya used, it is social engineering.
yeah, exactly.
It is an engineering how to expand your base in society, so they realized it. But it is something that works. When it works, it works. And it worked in Haryana.
Yeah, it worked in Haryana, it worked in UP. The thing is, ki if you can't able to add up from your own social base, so why the many party has been failing for since 2020, 2014 to before till the this election 24 national election.
Hmm.
Look at the example of UP.
Hmm.
So this times SP Congress Alliance has been able to add more than Yadav Muslim community,
Yes,
and
of
that's
course.
why they add up more than 40%. So please remember, after 2014, the battle or the threshold for the winning is 40%. Unlike earlier, it used to be 30% to 35%.
Yeah.
So unless you can't be able to add in your base, you can't be able to defeat the BJP.
In which case, Congress's strategy was all wrong. Because if you are alienating, you are talking about caste census, you are talking about privileging the socially disadvantaged communities, and you have a woman leader who is a Dalit, and you set her aside. So there is also a great hypocrisy in that.
Eh, Completely agree. And also the all the focus about Jawan Kisan Pahalwan, all identically usually
All
are for the
Jats?
Jats.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
where
I
Congress
think that's a
failed,
very important point. Jawan Jats, Kisan,
Pahalwan,
there are other
of
communities
course.
but the
But in
dominant
case of
people
Haryana,
leading,
yeah,
yes,
in
the
case of Haryana,
dominant,
Jat has a
and
dominance.
Pehlwan are the young ladies and gentlemen
Yeah,
of the Jat
yeah.
community, yes.
And the reason why non Jat, especially the lower OBC and lower SC supported to the BJP, that's they feared, and because last 2 months everyone is talking about the Congress is coming to the power, and Jat has been dominating. And these lower OBC SC used to work at the Jat's land because they don't have much land. Jat is the major
Yes,
dominant,
I know.
and they have seen their exploitation like similar like in the Bihar, what how
Yes.
Lalu and
What
Nitish.
amazes me is how did the Congress not know this was happening?
That's their failure. And it's not failure of the just to understanding the convening. Also, too much dependence on their old leadership. So,
Yeah.
you can't ignore, as you mentioned, the Kumari Selja. I mean, with the same rank and file, the leader publicly sees saying something, you should have understand the
There
thing.
was very poor feedback. I'll just tell you an anecdote. For instance, Aam Aadmi Party player, because I know some of them, they told me that actually we will win one seat in Doda. They knew. Now
And they
you
won.
look at this. The chance we have, we don't, we are not fighting Haryana in a big way because Arvind doesn't want to be used by the BJP against the Congress, but we will be winning Doda.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that party, whatever the failures, whatever the limitations, what the fact that till the other day the leader was in jail, they knew about the possibility in one seat. And just that's called intelligence off the ground. Now, whereas Congress, with all of this, they were just caught up in this volume, sort of noise that we are coming, we are coming, we are coming.
And
And many of my colleagues and all also seemed caught up because there are, while covering politics, you always know there is a greater challenge to covering the socially weak communities.
yeah,
They are less likely to tell you.
ex
Whereas the aggressive
exactly.
agrarian communities will always say, nahi ji,
Of,
aise ho raha hai.
of course, and
Yeah.
because they are more they have more knowledge, more awareness, they
And
are
they have
good
less
communicator.
fear of repercussion.
Exactly.
This caste thing, I think the BJP has got its caste game back on track. The other question is the BJP has also not made Mr. Modi the face of the campaign. They've changed, they've shifted strategy. I think that's important. Number three, but I want to know from you is because all of this is fairly self-evident, and Modi, less of Modi, caste game right. What I think is very crucial is that the cadre was full on there, everywhere, which
Especially the
was
RSS.
especially the RSS, which they were not there in the Lok
Looks.
Sabha, and that has implications for Maharashtra and Jharkhand, but especially Maharashtra, because again the government is in their power, in their hands, as in Haryana. So these close campaigns, close contests can be converted. Yes.
Yeah, and both in both the states, RSS has a good presence. Nagpur is their base, so I mean, we can't assume that's RSS will give their best in these states as well. Um, there is a one difference between the Maharashtra and Jharkhand. During the Lok Sabha, BJP has a significant edge over their opponents, India Alliance. But in Maharashtra, they lost badly
Yeah.
against the India Alliance. And see, I was in Maharashtra during the national election as well. So some of the states where I was there.
Yes, please.
So few states I can tell you, that's Jammu Kashmir in Valley region, Maharashtra, Haryana, and one more states I'm just forgetting the name. So people are they, these are the few states where people hate Modi. And Maharashtra, in terms of Maharashtra, they hate Modi and BJP because just that's their all two regional parties got divided vertically. So
Interesting.
people said that's, I mean, if you come to the power, if you want to come to the power, you can mobilize, politicize, whatever you think. Why you need to, split the parties? And they are the regional parties. It's not the Congress. Please remember.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a so that's the sentiment people got. It's a something that's BJP has
So in
cheated to
Kashmir
the
Valley,
states
they do hate BJP. We know that.
because
But
abrogation
in
of that.
Maharashtra, you're saying they
Yes,
also.
Maharashtra and Haryana as well. So Jat and even the because the Jat the thoughts during this Kisan movement and other thing, and one another state Punjab. So these three states has been
But
especially
no, but I don't
does
think
not.
Haryana they hate. I think hate would be too strong a word to use. I think
I
there is a
mean,
constituency which is very vocal against the PM.
agree, vocal against you said, or hate or angry, whatever you said. But unlike the other states, whether in UP, BJP got less vote than the last election, but it was not against the Modi and other kind of thing. There is a MP, there is a the constitution, save constitution kind of debate. So they were
But I think we
fearing about
also,
the parties, not as a Modi again. But in these states, I personally feel that people are not happy, at least in a sober language, with the Narendra Modi politics. So when I say the Maharashtra and Jharkhand, of course, the RSS cadre will boost, and especially the Haryana result boost BJP in a maximum point. But there is a difference between the in case of Maharashtra. Uh, so what happens significantly in last few months, and especially from the Lok Sabha election, because Congress got some seats, but even just go last 1 year, you will see that's after a long time, Congress vote share, vote in seat contested has been coming up to the 40% mark, which is the contesting, threshold for the winning thing. It was not in the case of few years back
what
because
about Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray and NC? On some seats, they have.
they have no, they have a good chance. I'm talking about the Congress because Congress was failing last. It's not 5 years or 10 years. It's the last 20 years. The party has been failing in terms of total number of vote in seat contested. But the last 1 years, I have seen even the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, they lost
They're
power.
falling. But in
But their
Maharashtra, it was going up.
Maharashtra, even in those states where Congress lost, but they got 40% to the 40%. So competitive labels, what we say. So in Maharashtra, the Congress and their alliance has been able to, pull down the BJP or push up to their where they can contest. So even the swing, small margin of, small swing can distribute, can get the lots of seats in there. But they will have to see. I mean, it is a lesson for both the party or both the alliance. That's you can't get in a easy cakewalk manner. You will
And I
have to
think
fight.
this election will demoralize them very badly
Yes.
because
Yes.
the Congress depends more on mood than on cadre.
But in some sense, it's also good for them because whenever they get the majority, Congress got some kind of arrogance as well. So they think about the national election. Before that, they lost all these three states. They never had. And in Haryana, what they did?
Yeah, they refused to because I had met Akhilesh Yadav in Lucknow 5, 6 weeks ago, and he thought that there's a section where Yadavs are important. There would be the
In
there,
southern Karnataka, Mahendragarh, Rewari districts,
yeah, no,
lots
I'm
of
telling you,
Yadav.
but they didn't actually give him. I mean, not that he was bargaining hard. It's not a priority for him. Aam Aadmi Party wanted an alliance. I think they offered them less than what they wanted, whatever it is. But so since the result has come out, Congress is blaming EVMs to an extent, and AAP and SP, they're all announcing their candidates without consulting the Congress. In the 24 hours after the SP is announcing it for the by-elections, the 10 by-elections, AAP has said we will fight Delhi alone. And so it's had a bad narrative effect on the Congress. The Uddhav Thackeray spokesperson has made it clear that Congress cannot fight direct contest with the BJP.
With the BJP.
They are positioning to have the CM face. So all of this, the things are not. Haryana has damaged the Congress. Right now, it appears to have damaged them quite badly.
Agree. And agree. Just to add one more point. So we were talking about 15 years before or 20 years before, Congress used to be an umbrella party, at least in Haryana. What they become? It's a regional party. So it's in law, INLD used to be a Jat party and Congress was the other, but they have given the leadership to one and dominate. Giving leadership to particular communities is not a bad idea. You will have to give someone to lead. But the thing is, you will have to accommodate. Unless you won't accommodate, think about the Modi. Modi or BJP has been a very centralized party. Many of the people or the voters were very angry against the their local MLAs because they thought, "Ki in the name of Modi, they don't care us." I mean, the government whatever provider, but they used to a state like Haryana where people have a good chunk of they people wants their representative to come, then at least to meet, to listen their voice. But in the last 10 years, it has been reducing, not in the Haryana, but the other parts as well. Congress used to be a party of leaders, but now they are also centralizing, and at the same times they are giving one particular persons and dominating all the party, which used not to be a case of the for the Congress. So
Everywhere they have that.
unless think about the 2017 Gujarat election, how Congress became competitive because Jignesh Mevani, Hardik Patel, this Alpesh Thakur, all from different caste category came together.
Yes.
So there is a one dominant force. We are in the fourth electoral system where BJP has a dominance. You whether BJP lost or win, their vote share is one third more in most of the states. Their base vote. So I'm saying 30 to 35% is their base vote.
Yeah.
So if you want to defeat them, you will have to consolidate among the
Yeah.
65%
So
vote.
Haryana, let's take a look at Jammu and Kashmir because I had traveled in Kashmir. I think you also
Yeah.
did. And Kashmir, anyway, National Conference will form a government. What is interesting, what is again how the BJP managed to completely upstage the Congress in Jammu. Congress has one seat out of Jammu. So please tell me your insights into Jammu and Kashmir.
So, three things I want to tell about the Jammu Kashmir because first it was my first visit and we have heard too many things, read too many things for the last many years. Uh, but the thing is, ki this times, and this will explain how NC has got the benefit. The major thing was the vote for the aspiration of the statehood. People across the community, I'm talking about the Muslims, Hindu, Kashmiri Pandit, whatever you say, all were in one line ki we need a statehood because we lost many opportunities, job opportunity.
Mm.
Please remember, once you have a statehood or a special package, a special status, you state has certain facility, and Jammu Kashmir has certain facility due to 370 and 35A because the other person cannot buy the land and also the in jobs and education, they lost that opportunity. Even in the period when government job already in a less number, they also lost their job number to the other parts of the country because now anyone can compete with the thing. The one thing. The second thing is ki after the abrogation of 370s, the property tax, smart electricities, water tax. People are not, I mean, in terms of LG rule, they are happy that ki road infrastructures are improving in a good manner. Accountability has been improving, but at the same time, they are losing their own assets or the original benefit. So people wanted to have a statehood. People were not very much happy about the NC, but they this times NC was their best bet because they hate
Yeah,
PDP
that is
because
quite clear.
the
That was
BJP.
quite clear on the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah.
And the second thing about the Jammu Kashmir, it's again the word social engineering. So in terms of the Bakarwal and the Gujar were the original, I mean the
That
long
was
time
done in
ST.
Jammu. That was done in Jammu.
Jammu in Rajouri and Poonch districts. Think
Yes.
about the social engineering. BJP used to have 1,000, 2,000 votes here in this, especially the Poonch and other thing. This time they got 15,000 votes, 20,000 votes. So the even the some of the minority vote, the Muslims voted for them because they
Yes.
get provided the ST status. So social BJP has, you know, the best thing for the BJP as a party, that's they don't hesitate to try anything, whatever benefit them.
Absolutely. I think that's putting it so well. So Jammu and Kashmir, but they had another plan. They were hoping to be able to
Yeah,
झंडा लहराएगा भगवा लहराएगा श्रीनगर से
with the support of
लेकिन
Apni party,
अपनी all of that
after,
that did not, but I mean what is amazing is that they were even trying,
yeah.
you know, when a party such as the Congress, which months ago I was told ki there's going to be a wave in Jammu, look at them, one seat. And I think one of the aspects which I would like to bring up to you, because the BJP people are saying this, is that the Congress has not got a single non-Muslim candidate.
I don't
NC
remember
has.
that.
NC
Yeah,
has.
yeah, NC has in Jammu region as well. So when you talk about the BJP, so many people will say to BJP has gained from 25 to 29.
Hmm.
Actually, it's lost one seat. So once the delimitation process, because
Hmm.
we as a DELS team, we analyzed all the Form 20 data because the delimitation happened in 2022. And according to delimitation data, BJP was ahead in 30 assembly constituency out of 90 constituency. This time they won 29. So
But
it's a lesser than one.
hardly
Hardly.
anything.
So even the many people were saying the delimitation, the BJP has been able to done the delimitation in a process where they will have many benefits. They try to give some extra benefits to the the People's Conference, Sajad Lonsa Party, and also the, but they,
Could you look
it
at the
could.
data and decide how much of the vote in the valley did the separatist forces get? I mean the independent candidate supported by Jamaat, I mean Engineer
In
Rashid.
southern
In
southern Kashmir.
were you able to break down the data? What
Not
is the
yet,
percentage?
not yet.
Okay.
We have to write something for this, and we are in the process to analyze it this. But most of the votes are, so around 37% votes are going to the NC and
Yeah,
Congress
yeah.
overall. But in this valley region, their votes share
Valley
are,
I'm talking
yeah,
about.
their votes share are above the 45% votes share.
Okay. But
So
even
they are.
then, how much did the separatists get? What is interesting to note is I would actually like to get the consolidated figures of the Jamaat supported candidates. Engineer Rashid.
The issue was the Engineer Rashid's party and Jamaat's candidate, both the party, they did not get the
No, they
registered party,
didn't,
so they have the
but we know the
independent.
independent name, so we'll
Yeah,
have to check
so
seat by
we'll have
seat.
seat by
Yeah.
seat, and we'll have to know the
Yeah,
their
they didn't
exact
get any
candidate. Yes,
registration, but they are interesting characters, some of them on
I
the field.
do agree. Do
So
agree.
that
Look,
would be interesting just to understand what direction it's moving in
yes.
the valley. I think that's important. So overall, in the final analysis, what are the big takeaways according to you?
So takeaways is one thing is very common, as we say ki you can't get the things without having put the hard effort. The second thing from here, I mean, after the 2014 national elections, people used to say that BJP is in a declining way. I'm not saying declining force, but this times now they are in a very good position. But please remember, even my gut feeling is
Are they?
still in Maharashtra, BJP will have a hard battle.
Yeah.
In Jharkhand, they are not, they are in a better position, unlike before these results. And in Delhi, because these three states are going
Yes.
to be, I still think BJP have to, unless they won't give one state leader to whom the party can align with, they won't be able to. They might get some votes. They definitely they will gain their
Improve.
improve their seat share, but still
You think Aam
BJP
Aadmi
not.
Party will be ahead?
In terms of single largest party, the party will definitely will
I
ahead
think they might
because
lose a little bit. In conclusion, let's looking ahead. We have in by November we'll have Maharashtra and Jharkhand, and early next year we'll have
Delhi,
Delhi, and we have the fate of many
yeah.
parties here, and then we have a year towards the end of 25 we have Bihar. So but through the year we don't have any big election. But so what is, if you were to do some crystal gazing, what would you predict if you would?
Okay, so two significant things. First, except Maharashtra, if you are talking about 1.5 years, so there are four states which are going to be polled. So Bihar, Delhi, Jharkhand, and Maharashtra. Except Maharashtra, all where Congress is in a second rank
Hmm.
party. So they will have to accommodate and help or support to their regional alliance. Otherwise, they will be not be able to. I mean, any issues, any problem, the Congress will be declining. The second thing Congress and opposition will have to do, it's a concentrated and a combined effort. Because unless you won't be able to get 40 to 45% voter in this era, you won't be able to defeat the BJP.
Mm.
Third thing, this is in terms of number. Third thing is the social base. Unless you won't be able to increase your social base. So take it the example of Jharkhand. It's clearly ST versus non-ST population, but you will have to add.
Who can the
Unless
Congress add?
no, I'm not.
JMM has its
Yeah, yeah,
ST base.
yeah. In terms of Jharkhand, as I said, it's a only in Maharashtra where Congress can add, but the other state, their regional parties will have to add. Even in Delhi, there is a no cakewalk for the Aam Aadmi Party this time. So if because they all
If
are
the
saying
if
that they
the
are fighting against the BJP,
no, but
dominance
if
of
the
the BJP.
Congress fights separately in Delhi, they might take some minority votes.
Few yes,
That is the
votes,
only thing they're
votes,
guaranteed.
votes might be few seats, but not sure. But
I think the
even
Aam Aadmi Party would still keep its Dalit bastis and all.
but they will have to work. So please remember one thing. So in this era, and it is, it is for all the states. It's not separately for one particular. In this era, government are either fail or not being able to provide good number of jobs or job opportunity.
Mm.
First thing. Second thing, the role of a state was to empower and emancipation of the people. So this time, I mean, and jobs and education, the employment of, and education are the two major things to empower their citizens. Government, any government, whether central or state government, has been failed to do this thing. So now there is a freebies, and when you say freebie, it's just the it's just the compulsion of the state because they don't have
They don't
much
have
to
a solution
offer.
to
And unless, and it's also, please remember one significant thing, and I was talking to some of the professors, that's now we are becoming more capitalist kind of democracy where candidates, whether in among the any parties, whether MLA candidate or MP candidates, unless they don't have much money, they won't be able to contest. In that scenario, when you can't provide the jobs and a good education and health, you will have to offer something. What
yeah.
Professor Hilal Ahmed used to say, it's a charitable states,
Mm.
nature of charitable state. So this is problematic. So in this era, when Rahul Gandhi say कि we will do OBC counting and other thing, the party will have to go beyond what you will do after counting.
Mm.
Unless you won't be able to convince your voters कि we have something to offer you
Yeah, yeah.
other than कि government failure and other kind of things, you won't be able to add to your base.
Yeah, yeah, true. I think you have very good points. Thank you so much. This has been absolutely fascinating.